The night of the grand banquet arrived. Lanterns bathed the palace in a warm golden glow, and the air buzzed with the sound of flutes, drums, and polite laughter. Courtiers, nobles, and officials filled the hall, each dressed in their most extravagant robes. The fragrance of rare spices and roasted meats filled the air, mingling with the sweetness of plum wine. At the head of the hall, the emperor presided with serene authority, his presence both distant and commanding. The consorts sat in their appointed places, jeweled hairpins glittering under the lamplight. Among them, concubine Gyokyu held her composure gracefully, though Momo knew her sharp mind missed nothing. Momo lingered in the background, her plain garb blending with the ranks of servants. To anyone else, she was invisible. But her gaze was sharp, constantly scanning every dish, every gesture, every exchange of goblets. When the toasts began, the atmosphere grew livelier. Officials raised their cups, their voices swelling in praise of the emperor. Wine flowed freely. Musicians played louder, the rhythm quickening with the guests' rising cheer. But Momo's attention snapped to a servant carrying a tray of ornate cups. The liquid shimmered faintly in the lamplight, too faint, too thin for the type of wine it should have been. She moved quickly, stepping into the servant's path. "Let me check this," she said quietly, her tone carrying enough authority to make the man pause. She dipped a finger, tasted just the edge of the wine, and her eyes sharpened. Bitter almond, trace amounts. Not fatal, but enough to cause disorientation. Her heart raced. This wasn't random. Someone was testing the emperor's defenses directly. Jinshi appeared at her side, his flawless composure unbroken, though his eyes glinted dangerously. "You found something again?" he asked in a low voice. "Yes," Mama murmured, holding the cup discreetly. It would not kill, but imagine an official collapsing mid-toast. The shame would ripple through the court, and suspicion could fall on whomever the poisoner chose. Yumchi gave her the faintest of smiles, though his expression was more mask than mirth. "Then, my little Mau, we must ensure that shame falls on no one tonight." The music swelled again as dancers entered, silk sleeves fluttering like butterflies. The crowd cheered, oblivious to the razor's edge upon which the banquet teetered. Mamo returned the poisoned cup to the tray but marked it subtly with a scratch on its rim. If the culprit tried to push it towards someone, she would know. Her eyes flicked toward the officials seated near the emperor. Too many suspects, too many motives. But one of them is waiting for their move tonight. The banquet had only just begun. The true venom was still waiting to strike. If you're enjoying Mamao's sharp eyes and the hidden plots of the palace, make sure to subscribe and like this video. More intrigue is coming, and you won't want to miss the next twist.